Welcome, folks, to CraftRiddle, episode 7. And the reason why we started recording is because the eggs are hatching for the chickens. So I'm going to let all the eggs hatch. I believe it's in the announcements. Yeah, chicks have hatched. I'm going to let all the eggs hatch, and it looks like, oh, a totem's been completed too. So that's working. What do you know? So I'm going to let all the eggs hatch before I tell the dwarves to start moving stuff to this area where the chicks are going to be. Let's go up. Now I started, as you can see, construction up here. This is going to be a interfaith temple. This is going to be a barracks area where the open area is exposed. So what's going to happen is there's going to be a roughly an outline, a roof on the edge. So I could put like furniture and stuff along the edge here for eating and sleeping. But I'll leave this open area so when they're training they'll be exposed to the rain and the sunlight, and they'll hate that. They really will hate that. I don't care. I want the soldiers to be tough. We're also making a second bedroom up here. No, I don't want to. Yes. Cabinet. Alright. So a second bedroom up here. And everything is going according to plan. Now, I've been reading. I'm going to let them do things. I'm not going to pause it. I'm going to let them get on with their work. I've been reading a few things. One, I was trying to look up these trees, and I might have already talked about this in our episode. But I found a term called fruit forest. And the idea was either an artificial or natural setup where bushes, small trees, and trees were all fruit trees or fruit bushes who would mature at different time of the year, different seasons, giving a almost constant supply of fruit or nuts or other items to eat. And I realized that we are in a fruit forest. I mean, we have strawberries, we have fruit trees, we have blueberries in some areas, I think. So we're doing pretty well from a food point of view. Also, once again, you can brew a lot of that. Now, once I start thinking about that, I start thinking about urban planning and city planning. Not very useful in a dwarf fortress setup. I don't have to worry about wagons or pigs or sewage or anything like that. But I was thinking vertical farming. If we could get a surplus of stone through import, we could make vertical farms, basically where you throw water onto the stone to make mud when it evaporates. You can make farm plots. I don't think that'll work with wood. Throw water on wood, you get just warped wood in real life. I don't think that'll work in this game. I could try, but I don't think it'll work. Excuse me. So what we're going to do is I'm going to let them get on. Excuse me. I'm going to let them get on with doing things, and once all the chicks are hatched, and I know not all the chicks are hatched because I could see eggs. Chick. So how many chicks do I actually have? Animals. Training, straight chick. So only a few chickens. Only 4. Not a lot. So I need for more of the eggs to be hatched. Alright. So I'll be back when we're going to transfer the chicks to this area, or when something else happens upstairs, like, for example, maybe the temple's finished. Yeah. See ya. Okay, folks. Just to let you see, hell has frozen over. Well, not really. But the water's finally turned to ice. The brook. Okay. So if I was going to start thinking about making a well, this would be a good time to start building one. Or at least next winter, midwinter. So it freezes in midwinter. That's good to know. So when I start thinking about making a well, midwinter is definitely a time. It's raining. It's raining in the middle of winter. So that means there is no water available. And there's no fishing available. Okay. So on one hand, that does mean that if I make a well, winter is probably the best time to make it. Or at least dig the final passageway to the water. Okay, guys, it's still midwinter and it's thawed again. So it's a very short window where the water's completely frozen. You might also notice this gentleman over here in the east area. He's doing something around the wall. That's a dirt road. Dirt roads, nothing grows on dirt roads. So by doing that, I'm making it so trees will not grow next to the wall. And I'm not sure they've gotten all the chicks. Yeah, they still haven't moved all the chicks there. Moving chicks is not a priority, I guess. Walls are a priority. And building is a priority. Now I'm going to... Whoop. Do we get... Okay. And getting logs is a priority too. We're running out of logs. Okay. So things are moving not very fast, but they're moving. By the time the caravans show up, we'll probably have the inner chapel built and the barracks built. And let me order some more of those those dirt roads built. No, not paved roads. Dirt roads. Paved roads would get into so much issues. I don't want to get into that. There's issues over there. No. Alright, well, let's see what we could get out of that. Might have to expand that outward. But, okay, so we're going to have dirt road around the area. So trees can't grow, and if trees can't grow there, goblins can't climb up the trees and jump over the wall. Working on the interfaith temple here over there. Barracks over here. I've ordered expansion over there. When we get the pigs, I'm going to want a barn, underground barn for the pigs. And I've ordered more construction in the catacombs. And I've also been looking around here. We have enough layers, I think, to make for a well. Basically, the well will be here. And then 2 layers under it for the water, which will mean I have plenty of space to dig out tunnels to go to the brook. So at least that's what I'm hoping. Maybe more unrotten. Well, no. Sorry, but we don't have anything. I could kill some water buffalo, but I want to keep that and see if we get any of the opposite gender. So we can breed water buffalo. Yeah. What are you carrying? You're eating something, but what are you carrying? Plum. You're going to eat a plum. So I've been looking at people, and basically everybody seems really happy. They're happy with work. They're improving their carpentry, their skill. They're blissful, sleeping in good bedrooms. They're happy about getting drunk. They're really happy about the fine furniture and tables they have. Many of them are happy about sleeping in bedrooms. So definitely people are happier than before. They might not be as wealthy as a stone fortress would be. Wealth-wise, we're probably pretty low in the export area. But when it comes to food, shelter, the basics, we have all the basics here. They're doing pretty well. I mean, here's somebody sleeping. Dwarven child. And the dwarven child is very fat. That's usually a good sign with a child. See, near the bottom there, the green. Overall, quite satisfied, quite focused with satisfied needs. That means that, as a child should, she's not really doing much. She's just playing. You know, she's dancing and singing and excuse me. Doing anything a child will do. Social, mostly. Social skills. And she's very fat, which is good. If she was thin, it meant that she'd be starving to death. So most of these guys are pretty good. They're pretty happy. Most of the guys and gals are pretty happy. So far, I have a successful fortress settlement. It's not a utopia. They would far better prefer to be underground and not being rained on. But for a frontier settlement, this is probably doing better than most. So, let's see. Yeah, okay, no, I want you to finish that. But at least I could probably start working on the wall. Need more material. Don't have enough trees, logs basically, in stock. So I'll let them get on with their work. And probably I'll stop recording and just let them work. You know, just let them work a little bit. So I'll see you guys. Next episode we'll probably have something more to report. Frankly, it's kind of getting a little boring. At first there's a hurry. We had 1 million jobs and only 7 dwarves. Now I'm just kind of finding busy work for them and thinking of projects to do to slowly turn this fortress into a tower, because we're building upwards. And we're going to continue to build upwards, because that's where a guaranteed land is. That's where the room's going to be. It's upwards. We're not going to go down, and we're not going to go sideways. I don't want to kill all these trees. I want to have my fruit forest. We want to sustain. We want to thrive. You know, the wood we can turn into crafts. The fruit we could turn into booze. The fish. Remember, we have also a ocean over here. And also, I think we have bees, honeybees around here. No, that might not be honey, that's a colony of ants. But we do have bees in the area, honeybees. So sooner or later, we could produce some mead. And just add slowly to what we have. So we're doing pretty good, I think. Needs empty barrels, but they're also they're making the barrels. They're doing their jobs. They're making the barrels. See, they're active. Somebody's making a pot. Somebody's making a barrel. They're making the wooden amulets. They're doing the job. They're all active. So it is going okay. Yeah. And we have plenty of booze. In fact, I probably should tell them maybe to knock off the booze. We have 815 units of drink for 18 people. Now, since one dwarf might drink 1 unit like every 3 months or something like that, that's a lot of booze. That's a lot of booze. So I don't think we need that much booze, but I'm not going to tell them to stop. We could always sell booze. I know that's sacrilege, but we could always sell booze in an emergency. So we have no militia. We have no militia, which is actually kind of a bad. Technically, we don't have any stoneworkers, which is also kind of bad. No rangers, no metalsmiths, no jewelers. We're gonna need jewelers sooner or later because I'm gonna import glass. I'm thinking about actually starting a clay industry because the one thing we do have is clay. And you could turn clay into bricks and statues and other crafts and all that. So it's useful. It's useful. Cabinets. We are also cooking. It doesn't look like we have a lot of food material-wise, but we do have a lot of prepared meals. A lot of stews. Everything's a stew. I don't know what's going on. I would think that would drive many of them nuts, but they seem to be okay with it. So like I said, everything seems to be doing well. Even the kids have grabbed some toys, so they're playing make-believe. If I remember, yeah, playing make-believe. And one of them did have a puzzle box, so he was playing. Everybody's working, except there's one person with no job. Don't know why. Let's actually go to that unit, see what's going on. Yeah, what is he doing? Why is he unhappy about something? Finished up something. I just finished. So felt satisfied at work. Annoyed about the rain. Yes. Well, we're out in the interested to find seat, find table. So sleeping, blissful after sleeping. Yeah. So pretty good. I have to get up, like I said, that interfaith church pretty soon. So, unfettered practice of craft, distracted after being away from family, and the prayer. Yeah, see that? Unable to pray, unfocused after being able to hear elaborate speech. So we need a tavern. We need a tavern because a lot of these people are interested in the arts. They're interested in songs and dances and history and lectures. So I need taverns. I need a library. I need a museum. I need places where they could discuss things and talk about stuff and dance and sing and live. So I got the basic needs down pat, like I said, but I need to start working on the tavern. The temple, maybe we'll have a tavern on top of it. The barracks are just going to be that area over there. You probably should have... That's a weird way to put together a floor, guys. But you have holes in the floor, guys. Alright, well, whatever. And I still have them working on the walls. So, yeah. So the next one's definitely going to be the interfaith temple. Gonna finish the barracks and maybe make a one-man squad with the current militia commander. Or wait till I get some more immigrants and then give him some people to work with. Definitely next after that will probably be a tavern or a library, but I don't know. Till we get stone, we can't get presses or millstones or anything like that to make wood. No, not make wood. We have plenty of wood. To make paper. So now I should stop this because I've been babbling for who knows how long. But okay, we're going to end episode 7. Not much has happened, but I've been thinking a lot and watching them. Look, they're making the roads, the dirt roads. They're trying to anyway. But not a lot has happened, but well, I got the dirt roads anyway. But I have been thinking a lot of what future projects to do. So there is definitely... What is... Oh, colony of honeybees right in the middle of our fortress. Okay, but I'm definitely thinking about what to do and how to proceed. So, see you guys. Bye-bye.